It's been a long road from a very hard place. It's been a harder race, but somehow I found my way home. It's been a long road to only the Creator knows. But in time, guess what? I did it on my own. Coming to you again at 1100 hours, 43 minutes, Friday, October 25th. This is Creating Memories. I want to talk about creating memories because I think sometimes we get boggled down with life. What about life? What goes into life? So with that being said, creating memories. It's not pictures that's jaded that you faded into. It's the times you allowed that you bloomed to. See, you arrived to a point, but you didn't give up. You kept moving towards. See, you want to walk that road that's so narrow, but you forgot what's surrounding you. You got that true support for your mother and father and maybe your brothers and sister too. Or maybe you don't. So maybe the path is not the same as everybody, but it's still meant to last. See, you may not got the heritage, but you don't want to tear down and burn bridges and do the same ish that the past of your family did. So you hold on, you take grip. See, I don't mean take snipe. See, you ain't got to look through that lens. You got a bigger circumference. See, I ain't got to hold on and tell you what the vision you should be looking at, but your picture shouldn't be dim what you're trying to push in and create a small circle when it could be a wide range for the circumference, and that range of motion, it's that radiance that's bigger than what you've seen before. See, I call it my neighbor and surrounding. One day I want to see a community, but the things I do for me, you could be a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, you can have a few felonies. You can do this, you can do that. You can got on somebody's nerves. You got on your mother back. But she don't remember she raised you. She pushed you out. It took 9 months. See, that's the game. That's the seed that your father fell into her. That don't mean you copy off his sins and his transgressions. How about you be better than him? Just because your mother didn't show you how to be a woman, that don't make you a woman because you got a degree and now you got a house and your car. See, what about your heart? See, you don't want to look in that inside. You want to give plight and wrongs to everything that's not even reside in you. See, outside of you, that's the negative, but inside of me, it's the positive. See, I'm not going to allow what's outside of me to become part of me that has nothing to do with what's inside of me. My brothers and my sister, we trying to create everlasting memories. So what we should do, what I say for me, an everlasting memory. I have to think about the times and the things I've been through, the pains, the hurt. From my mother, could have been a little bit more nurturing. Times I need her, she could have been a little bit more understanding. My father, he could have took what his father did to him and became a bigger man, but it beat him up. So I'm not going to condemn him or persecute him. I'm going to meet him where he's at. So as I talk to him, I gotta talk to him with a understanding of, I gotta make it a little easier for him. But I gotta give him a little path. I do. I even ask him questions, but he allowed what beat him up to still beat him up. So I was like, I gotta say, I need a different strategy this time. Because I wouldn't create memories with my father. See, my memories of my grandfather, of his father, is on a deathbed. See, I don't have no memories with him. But my father alive right now, I want to create memories of him. My mother's still alive. I want to make her aware of what she did. Because if I don't get it off my chest, I don't want to aim in at the same race women and then think I'm going to beat another race women, expect them to forget, but they raised a man that's coming against me, and then talking about I can love her, but they don't love me. We show more love to them than they show to us. We advocate, we fight for them. I don't never see them fight and advocate, talking about, because we don't build and grow. Well, he's only working off what his ancestors created. And it's not pretty. It's not beautiful. If that's what you want to fall into, go fall into it. But I know I'm a being. I'm alive. I'm an action person. So I know I can't hold what my father did. I cannot hold what my grandfather did to my father and what my grandmother did to my mother. And I can't hold, why I say I can't hold that? Because all they did was try to pass it down to me, not even by accident. I mean, by purpose. It was an accident. That's how I told this one woman. She said, I said, show your daughter what? All the pain and hatred and hurt you've been through? Or you going to be better and show her something different? You can teach her. I can't teach you about no woman. Can't teach you how to treat a woman you want to be with. You have to you have to teach yourself. But I know for me, I am example. I'm creating everlasting memories. I'm creating these memories. So if I want to be a role model to all the men and women around me, I have to play that role. But I have to want to be in that role. See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't want that role. Don't take the role. Don't call yourself a role model. Don't even say, don't even you. I would not. Okay. Michael Jordan, he don't have the spirit of what I have. I can love Michael Jordan all I want as a basketball player, but he's not my role model. But a child don't understand that though. So if your child think, and this is not a diss. I'm going to use him because we forget about this. I never highlighted any bad as good. Should have looked up his name first. Nipsey Hussle. I didn't want to say F Nipsey Hussle. Oh yes, and his 84 family members. Thank you. I was not 78. So do we forget what he did before? Now this is my only gripe. If we're gonna have memories of greatness of what he doing, what he did afterwards, okay, we're gonna look past his bad. Look what he did. But you ever see the movie Blue Hill Avenue? When I watched that movie, I said it's a lot of recovery. Remember that word now. Remember, it was the treatment process. Now it's recovery. Now, how are we recovering? We don't gotta do, how to put it, to recovery. No, I don't want to show, nobody want to show themselves sleeping in the street or when they first move into an apartment, there is no bed in there. Nobody want to show that, man, I had to work 3 hours. I was tired and hungry and sleepy. I can sustain it, but I'm getting to where I need to go. So that, like how I say that focus. But if this house costs too much, I don't care how many overtimes I do, I cannot sustain because I got to sustain the same level. But then that's going to cause me to get sick because my body needs rest. That's unhealthy. So in recovery, you don't do anything that's unhealthy to you. But some of us forget that. So in our heal, we already healed from it. Why would I keep, it's a wound. Why would I keep putting a knife inside the womb and keep opening it up? It's not going to heal no different. It's not going to heal. Now, sometimes some wounds become infected. I might have to go back in and clean out the wound. But you got to have the right tools to clean it out. You can't use dirty materials. You can't use unclean objects. So if you're trying to recover, I can't go and hang out with them dudes. I can't listen to the Nipsey Hussle. I can't listen to him because I fought hard not to do the things he did growing up. I made it my principle because I knew at 8 years old I wanted to be a role model. I know that I didn't want my cousin to see me with different girls. I didn't want them to see that I had another chick and a chick. And then I'm calling her up to lead. I didn't want that. I had to make that decision. See, that's when I asked, who were we protecting? You weren't fighting for me in the street, because I'm not in the streets. I'm not being arrested. I'm in school. You not in school, you ignoring me. But the nigga that's at home taking your money, that when you got that career, when she got that job, I'm saying, I don't mean you, but we got to think about who was we fighting. I wasn't fighting for me. Because if I get one misdemeanor, it's more African Descendant women that's lawyers and doctors and judges and attorneys. I know I'm going to get for one misdemeanor, for being with the wrong guys, because I didn't, just my one time being with the wrong guys, my one time, I'm in the system now. Because I thought, okay, I did my checks and balances, but sometimes you can't know everything about everybody. But I just wanted to go out and have fun with the guys. So I got in the car, with my car, and something happened, found out they had a warrant, they had weapons, they had things on them. We can't control that. But that's going to become and create an everlasting memory of me. So that everlasting memory, now that my cousin, I'm not being that, my uncles taught me how to look at ass and booty all day and titties. I don't want to do that. I do, but I'm not going to know her something. I'm a person. If the creator didn't want man to look at a woman, he would have never made us attracted to a woman. He'd have never said man and woman gonna have a child if I wouldn't meant to look at a woman. And if a woman body wasn't designed for me to enjoy and somewhat, and that's her body, he wouldn't have made her. Women have never been made voluptuous, curvy, juicy, thick, skinny, big breasts, little breasts, perky nipples, non-perky. They would have never been made that way. If I wasn't supposed to look at them. And if I wasn't supposed to have intimacy with him, he'd have never gave her that organ on her body. And I'd have never got this organ. If that was that case, I would debunk all stupid talk all day. That stupid talk about a man shouldn't be looking at. No. That's the case, you're gay. And if you're gay, you're okay with not looking. It's easy to not do something when you don't want to do it. Try not doing it when you want to do it then. Let's answer that question. See, nobody talk about that. I'm wrong. I'm wrong from being called the name and I responded. Try not calling me that name. Why you want to use the name in the first place? Why you want to call me names after I'm trying to just have a discussion and try to get clarity? Why are you so quick to call a person a name? We always want to deflect and throw it right back. It's like how to say if I was super smart scholar, philosopher, I would say the whims of the world we deflect, but nobody never asks the person the question why you want to use it, why you do that. But you want to tell the people that's been feeling the iniquities over time that they're the ones that's wrong. But nobody talk about the ones that's actually saying the wrong or doing the wrong. You challenge the person that been wronged. Then you say victim and woe into them. And they say, but you don't challenge the other person. Why they walk away scot-free thinking it's okay to be and to do and to say what they want to say. That's the everlasting memory you just created in that person. So if I did what my uncles did, yeah, it's easy to get vagina all day, every day. I don't even have to pay for it. But to have something that's going to mean commitment and everlasting and intimacy, a bond, when I know I can share my stories and my life and my body with a person, and that's the only person, that take work. But it always start with you though. That's that everlasting memory. I don't want to be as my uncle. I don't want to be as my father. I want the family. I helped form, create, and build that family. The foundation when I met that woman, we understood when the first day I took her out, this is what it's going to be. And if she's not willing to accept it, so be it. Because I'm not going to allow what you think. The world will say, the little girls say, oh, I can wear a no bra and my nipples can be hard and I can have pierced nipple. But then when a man look, there's something wrong with that man. But then at the same time, it's nothing then. It's only wrong with him if he say something. He's shaming you, but it's okay for me to be and do a certain way with no rules. See, you have no self-control, but you're trying to tell the people that they don't have self-control, but you don't even control yourself. You letting everything outside of you. You didn't think as that. You say, now I'm a free woman. Now I'm liberated. Well, liberation caused strife too. Liberation caused you to be unprotected. Yes. Oh, you don't want to think about it that way. Well, liberation will cause you that you are unprotected because there's no man around. You wanted to be independent. You wanted to be the boss bitch. You wanted to be the chief. You wanted to be the leader of the pack of the niggas that didn't want nothing in life. They talk about the streets show you more love than your family. Well, you give more love to the streets than your family. I can reverse that. We can do quadruple reverse. Everything you say, I can throw it back at you and flip it. Don't tell me. You created those love for your people in your street. Create the love with the people in your family. You call them. Okay, they don't have it in them. You call them. Oh, she a backstabber? Well, she a backstabber. Go teach her how not to be one. Did you try? No. We talking about brothers. Did you take your... my cousins know better. They better not be on the streets. My nieces know. I don't care. If I see them five times in 10 years, they still know better. They know that it's no. Because they already know from their mother and father that they not going to play that. They go get punched in the face by them. I'm not taking it like, you went outside and you got shot. My mother, like, oh, I told you not to go there. She would have punched me in the spot where I got shot. See, we don't do that no more. See, We want to create everlasting memories, but we don't want to do things to create. We don't want to build the memories. See, we want everything to still come to us. It's no reason. I was born. If I knew I was going to be born, it was the short film. Now they do the short films. It was the spirit was going to their bodies. It's going to the mother's about to have her child. But the spirit somehow got to see the life. I think it was an accident. And the spirit was like, I don't want that life. And it's like, we got to find you another body, then we're going to give another spirit. Because it was so much strife in that life. But then the spirit, then you got to understand, even with so much strife in that life, it didn't make you who you are. But it shows you a lot. Would you still choose the life? If you can see your life right now, before you was born, would you still have chose this life? I would have. Because I enjoy being tall. Now, I wouldn't want nobody. I don't know what he been through. I never been touched. I never been a lot of things, and hopefully you haven't. If you have, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't lose people. I don't know my grandparents. That'd have been lovely to know them. You know your grandparents. See, now when we switch lives, you wouldn't know your grandparents. I don't know mine. And I'm quite sure you have some great, great moments with your grandparents. I don't have any. But I'm not going to take away the moments that I have now with my family because of what happened. And I want to speak, this is more of my things I say is for you young people. It's not as it's seen. That just because that person there now, they don't even gonna be there later. I'm sorry. Blood is thicker than water. They say sometimes water is better because water is a nutrient of life. You need water. Without blood, you'd have never even been birthed. So you got to think about that. I need water, but without blood, I would never be here. And I don't mean no biblical blood. Blood is running through your veins. You can go 2 weeks without water. You can't go no 2. Without blood, you be dead right now. Big difference. People bleed out to death. You don't ever hear somebody say bleed out the water. Then they saw blood. No, blood is more important. You put more effort in your career. You put more effort into traveling to talk to your family. Your family live down the street. Your family in the town that you can drive to. You work in the district. Instead of going home, go to your family house and stay the night. Everybody talking about, a guy he wasn't bragging, but he said, my daughter never seen the hood. My son, no, who cares though? You got family that see the hood. Go over there. Oh, we don't go there. But you created so much everywhere else, and you wonder why you don't have no everlasting memories, but only what you did. And we love to say, getting married or doing this is the act of getting out of selfish. No, I'm not selfish now. So getting married, it's not going, whatever you don't do now, it's not going to pull you away from it. So how getting married or these stupid cliches? A happy wife, happy life. How about a happy spouse, happy house? How come both of you can't be happy? I tear these things. And I talk to your preachers and pastors and these rabbis. Don't hit me with crap. I'm dealing with real life. I can physically touch you. That's who I'm gonna talk to. I know the Creator there. He didn't say. Why would the Creator say, "Come to me" when I got a physical people here that'll look out for you and help validate your life and help validate who I am and thank me later? But go to those people first. Why? How can you go to something you never seen that you was told was there? Big difference, huh? No, you don't want to think that way. I'm not saying there is not, but I'm saying I'm not going to validate something that's not there to something that is real, that is really, I was made, the Creator made this for a reason. The Spirit showed you a light and a direction for a reason. You have to utilize it. If you don't utilize creating memories, because you think that going on this trip going to be, no, I went on the trip by myself. That created, wow, that's some great memories. I was the only one able to go on the trip by myself. That created some memories for me. Wow, I was by myself on some trip to some stupid city. I got people that live in America that's from the same city. I mean, the man made sense after I thought about it. It's like I'm Puerto Rican. Why would you want to go to Puerto Rico? I'm Puerto Rican. I'm right here. Puerto Rico is right here. It's inside of me. And that made sense. Now, when I first heard it, it made sense. It was just how it came out. It came out with anger, and I was like, I wouldn't even own it that way. But it makes sense. I told him it makes. I said true. I agreed with him. But I said, damn, man, that was so mean. He just started laughing. I'm like, damn, that's all you have to say. Damn. Because we was talking. I cannot recall what we was talking about, but it's in him. So the memories is not outside of a person. It's with a person. You're supposed to show it. It's a choice. It's a choice. You said I got these females. That's good. You choose. We choose. I chose those women, but I know I want better. I'm not gonna say I settled, because what is settling? What is settling for men that care more about you than he got a whole bunch of income, but he can't see you? I have people saying, I love my husband, I love my wife, but we don't see each other. But I appreciate the time when we do. We gotta work so much, and there's people that don't even have children yet. It's like we ain't even find time to make a child yet. Been married 4 years, 5 years, but the love is the bliss is still there. They said, man. It was like, what you think? Like, I was dating a lady. We lived a distance, and we was planning on eventually moving. That'd have been my first woman I let alone to stay with me, but lived with. She stayed with me as a difference. The first woman I'd really lived with and shared my memories and life with. It didn't get that far. But every time we seen each other, it was just happiness. Well, I was trying to create that happiness and not try to get into those. No, that's not. I'm not even. We'll wait. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about that over the phone or something. But I'm down here. Let's talk about this. And then if you want to sit aside, oh, let me see that book. Remember we was on the phone? Let me see that paper. She showed me the paper. Oh, okay. Oh, this is what I was thinking. Those little moments right there shows I'm helping her. I love her and support her. But all we teach our daughters is the nuances of a relationship, but they don't know what a relationship is. All we show our sons is what he's supposed to do, but he still don't know what a relationship is. How we have all these great family members, they don't know the family members. They speak of them. You got too busy. So you telling me they're like, oh, I got to take care. Go live in a smaller building. Sometimes you might have to live in a smaller apartment that's cheaper. Sometimes you might have to pay less, get a different car. That's what some things you just have to do. That's the position you put yourself in. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. My shoes is white, yours is white. Yours made by Nike, and mine's made by Uchi. Who is Uchi? I don't care. I got on clean sneakers. Yours white and mine white, right? Your pants made by Levi, mine's made by my Eminem. Or Dunge. Who is Dunge? It don't matter. Who is Eminem? It don't matter. I'm wearing pants. I got on clothes. You better put memory. Oh man, I can fly overseas. Well, I ain't gotta fly overseas. I went to my neighbor's house. I said, let's have a party, and I asked my neighbor to make all these dishes. And say, wow, I never had this. And then, like, can you explain the dish? So that party became my travel, because what I did, I created this memory. I didn't know. I got, like, well, he Indian. Let me have some Indian food. What I need. Go buy the food and bring it to his house. Hey, make it. And then watch him make it. I just had Indian food. He didn't use regular salt. He used Himalaya salt. But I'm learning so much. It was spicy, not spicy. You can make it how you want it, how he wanted. He made his side how he wanted. So what are we talking about, people? Are you creating memories for your sons and daughters, your family? You're talking about separation. Of course it's more beautiful because you took the time out. So if of course anything is more beautiful if you've never been around it. But then when you get around it, you take the time out to understand. I've done so many things in my life. Like I said, it's been a long road. It's been a harder place. This harder race. Only the Creator knows. I did it on my own. I have to stay. I'm staying sane. I can easily be crazy by the things I've seen and been through and went through. But I'm not. That's not appreciated no more. We tell fathers, oh, you're doing a father's job. Well, if you believe in your statistics, like as you say, oh, we every race do it, but black men do it at a higher rate. What the fuck is that? Every race do it though. Why you? What's the? It's like you got excluded just to be excluded. It's like I'm excluded to be exclusive. Okay, I'll appreciate it, but I don't be exclusive in this case. I don't have a child. A lot of men I know don't have children, and they're doing good. But he don't fall into that line. They don't find it. That to me, that's really the one drop rule. The one drop rule is actually about opium. Is 1% opium back in the drug there. If you can look that up yourself. That's the one drop rule. One drop rule had nothing to do with our blood. They was mixing drugs when they was using the opium, making it more potent. So you can kind of align that. They was mixing us to make actually, but when you mix human, you dilute the humans. I don't care what no one say. Y'all can argue me all you want. Forgive me if you a mixed person. You even know that you're diluted. You're not the same. To me, every race was created for a reason. And we can't even get along. But then you saying, well, you just this, and that. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I am. You saying the man that was evil was better than me. His grandfather's was evil. He was born from his father and his father. But I'm wrong. But for some one guy did. But I'm to blame. That's the everlasting memory you have of me. What your father did to the young. What your father did to their daughters. What the mother did to their sons, or the mother did to their daughter, or the father did to their sons, or the family. That's your everlasting memory y'all want to create? This could creating pain and pain and pain over suffering, strife, sacrifice, sacrifice, pain, struggle, hurt, trouble, pains. Keep doing that. Full-blown circle. But no, we got to make the best of it. To create everlasting memories, sometimes we got to do the best. A woman said to her husband, we don't get in the car and we ain't close. He said, I didn't stop doing that. You did. We asked the man, what if you can't have sex? Well, ask the woman, what if she can't have sex? If we ask the man for everything, but never say, hey, women, what about if that couldn't hurt? And I ask the women, you want memories, you want love, but you won't date a guy because he don't make $60,000 a year. His income is not prevalent to some type of, because you got a house and a car. That's all. The degree didn't teach you how to be a woman or a mother, did it? No, I know it didn't, because no school I ever went to, except being a CNA, taught me how to do some housekeeping and some chore work. It didn't teach me how to take care of the people. It didn't show me how to take care of people, how to talk to them. What's the word? To relate to them. To have a discussion. It didn't teach me that. It didn't train me to do that. You can't program. You can program me to be rude or mean. But I can instill in my nieces. I tell my nieces, hey, you beautiful. You this, you that. You can do it. I know it's too heavy for her. But I ain't gonna tell her that. Because when you say it's too heavy, imagine somebody keep telling you, it's in my heart. You know what troubles people so much? And I know it. I don't need a psychologist. Somebody been telling me that from years and years. It's an iniquity. They instilled it in me. You can't do it. You can't do it. I don't tell my niece she can't lift up that. She's 7. She can't lift up that gallon of milk. In my heart, I know it's too heavy for her. But I still have to let her. I'm not saying this is the fire. You don't let her touch the fire. I know I'm not going to let you play with that. But okay, I'll put the milk on the ground, lift it up. Okay, let me give you the quart. Let me give you the half a gallon. See, I'm going to do things, make sure she can lift up the pint of milk. Okay, she can lift up the quart of milk. She can lift up that half gallon, but I know that gallon is still too heavy. So I give her time to grow and her muscles to get better. But that don't mean I go away from her and leave her alone and wait till 3 years later and say, oh, now you're stronger. And now, I don't know. I don't know what you did in 3 years. How do you know she's stronger? How I know she's going to get stronger? I wasn't there. What did I put in her? I don't know what she was putting in herself. Oh, then now she can lift it. But even when she didn't lift it, I never said, you can't lift that. I never said that. You know why? Because I know that's very detrimental to her. So what I say unto us, I say unto all, it's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Shalom.